Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to dive into 5 essential tips for entry-level sports photographers. Now, these are tips that aren't normally talked about, at least I never heard about them when I was getting started, but they can be really crucial in your journey into sports photography. Most of these tips are pretty basic, kind of common sense type tips that you might overlook, but one of them, so stick through this video because one of them is highly debatable in some sports photography forums. All right, let's get started. Up first, before you start to try and capture that perfect shot, you need to know your gear. So you need to learn it inside and out. Read the manual, watch tutorials, practice using the settings every chance you can, because you don't want to be out there fumbling around and miss a great shot because you don't know your gear. The second tip goes along with the first one, and that has to do with understanding your camera's settings. So I'm talking about your focus system, your ISO, your aperture, your shutter speed, because sports photography deals with a lot of fast-moving action that you have to freeze. But sometimes during an event, maybe in the middle of the event, you see more of a portraiture style image you want to capture. So you have to know how to change your settings to be able to adjust for that so you can make a great image. Not only does this allow you to make a great image, but it also gives you the potential of selling this image after the event. Tip number 3, don't worry about editing. That's right, don't worry about editing right now. Shoot in JPEG. I want you to work on your composition, your lighting, your timing, because you can enhance a good photo, but you can't save a bad one. Tip number 4 has to do with seek out, find constructive criticism about your images. Now, I'm not talking about asking your mom, your parents, or maybe your best friends, like, what do you think of this image? Because more than likely they're going to say, it's sweet, honey. I love it. It's an amazing photograph, which probably isn't true. And you can do this by joining photography forums, going to workshops, or seeking out experienced sports photographers for their feedback. Honest critiques will highlight areas that you need to work on, which again, just helps you grow as a sports photographer. Now for tip number 5, and this one is debatable, and sometimes it's a heated discussion in plenty of the forums that I've been part of. Sports photography can be expensive. You're going to need a good full frame camera body. You're going to need some fast lenses. You're going to need some accessories like batteries and memory cards. And you don't want to go cheap on any of these. You want to get the best that you can get. And it's fine to start off with something a little less expensive, but you're going to reach a saturation point where you'll be like, why aren't they looking better? I've been doing this for 2 years now. All my images look like when I first started, with a couple little changes here and there. But what is going on? What do I have to do? And that's when you realize you need to spend some money. You need to get better gear. And I know, everybody says it's the photographer that makes the image. Yes, but it's the gear that's helping to make the image. And better gear is going to afford you better images. Investing in high quality gear is going to pay off in the long run. It's going to make you happier. It's going to help you produce better images as well. And it's okay if you buy used gear. Nothing wrong with that. I've done it plenty of times, and there's some quality used gear. It holds its value really well. That can kind of help you boost your productivity and make you feel a little better about the creative process and what you're doing with your sports photography. And if you want to understand more why I believe gear is important, check out this video right there. Or if you want to know about camera settings, check out this one up here.